Now we will do a new topic, prepositions. Now what are prepositions? A preposition is a word that shows the relation between a noun and a pronoun and some other word in the sentence. So it shows the relation between a noun and a pronoun. Now the preposition may show the relation between sometimes a noun and another noun, or a noun and a adjective, or it can be a noun and a verb. So we are going to look at the preposition, a relation between noun and other noun, a noun and an adjective, a noun and a verb. We look at that. Then we'll understand what is a preposition. Okay? Listen carefully. The preposition. A preposition is a word. A preposition is a word. Is a word that shows the relation between a noun and a pronoun. A noun or a pronoun, or a pronoun. Between the noun or a pronoun and some of the words in a sentence, and some other words in a sentence. So preposition is a word that shows the relation between a noun and a pronoun and some of the words in the sentence. Now what we're going to look at is this preposition. It can show relation between a noun and another noun. Okay? A noun and another noun. Another noun. That's what we are going to look at now. A noun and another noun. For example, you have, for example, okay, I'll give you a couple of examples. And now the preposition, what we are going to look at now, it can be show relation between a noun and another noun. For example, Peter, you say Peter. Peter is a noun, no? Peter sat. Peter sat on the ground. Peter sat on. On is the preposition. Peter sat on the ground. On the ground. Now, Preposition is the word that shows relation between noun and a pronoun and some other word in the sentence. Now, in this sentence, it shows the relation between a noun and another noun. Noun, Peter, ground, another noun. So, on is the preposition showing relation between a noun and another noun. One more sentence I'll give you. The book is. The book is. The book is on the table. The book is on. Again, on the table. Where's the book? The book is on the table. On the table. One more. The cat is on the mat. The cat is on the mat. Preposition is the word that shows the relation between a noun and a pronoun. And in these sentences, it shows the relation between a noun and another noun. Peter, ground. Book, table. Cat, mat. Okay? So, relation between a noun and another noun. Now, in the second portion, it shows relation between a noun and an adjective. A noun and an adjective. The second part, a noun and an adjective. And an adjective. Now let's look at that. A noun and an adjective. Example. Okay, let's look at the example here. The first one we have here is, she is fond of pets. She is. She is fond of pets. Of. Of is the preposition. Fond of pets. Pets. Okay. You have a noun and an adjective. It shows relation between a noun, pet, and adjective, fond. Another sentence. He is fond of sweets. Sweets. So you have sweets, noun, fond, adjective. So here, relation between a noun and an adjective. Noun, pet, noun, sweet, and you have the word fond. So this is another type. And the third type. The preposition shows relation between a noun and a verb. 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 And the example is, now what are the examples? First one we have here is, she fell off the chair. She fell off the chair. She fell off the chair. Off the chair. Now what are we talking about? It shows relation between a noun, the chair, and the verb fell. And the verb fell. It shows relation between a noun and a verb. She fell off the chair. Chair, noun, fell, verb. Look at the three different types of sentences we have. What is a preposition? A preposition is a word that shows relation between a noun and a pronoun and some other words in a sentence. Now, in these three sets of sentence, the preposition on shows relation between a noun and another noun. Noun, Peter, ground. Book, table. Cat, mat. So it shows relation between a noun and another noun. Peter, ground. Book, table, cat, mat. So the preposition on shows relation between noun and another noun. Now let's look at the second set. The preposition show of shows relation between a noun and an adjective. A noun and an adjective. The second part, it shows relation between a noun. Pet is a noun, sweet is a noun, fond is an adjective. So in the second part, the preposition of shows the relation between a noun and an adjective. Noun and an adjective. And in the third part, the preposition of shows the relation between a noun and a verb. Noun, chair, branch, noun. Fell, verb. So, in the third part, the preposition of shows relation between a noun and a verb. What is the preposition? It is a word that shows relation between a noun and a pronoun or any other words in the sentence. In the first slot, we have the preposition on showing a relation between a noun and another noun. Peter and ground, book and table, cat and mat. And in the second part, we have the preposition of shows relation between a noun and an adjective. A noun and an adjective. And in the third part, we have the preposition of, showing a relation between noun and a verb. Chair and fell. Branch and fell. So, preposition is the word that shows relation between a noun or a pronoun or any other word in the sentence. We will do some more the use of prepositions. The use of prepositions. Here we are going to do, we have done already on and upon. Now we will do in and into. We are going to do in. Then we will do into. That's the second one. When you talk about in, again, we are talking about things of rest. When you talk about into, we are talking about things in motion. We need to remember things of rest and things of motion. Now, let's look at the sentences we have here. I sat in my room. I sat in my room. My room. Next we have he is in his room. He is in his room. in his room. And next we have, you can say, she is in the class. She is in the class. So, you're sitting in the room, in the class. Now, when you talk about motion, into, what will you say? The frog jumped to the river. The frog jumped. The frog jumped into the river. Into. The frog jumped into the river. Next one. He fell into the river. He fell. He fell into. You can say he fell into the well. Okay. Into the well. Next, one more sentence. You can say, he jumped. He jumped. He jumped into the pond. Into the pond. We're talking about things in motion. We use into when something in motion. The frog jumped, he fell, he jumped. Okay. When things at rest, we use in. Things in motion, we use into. Now, that is the second one. The second one. And the third usage, we have words like with. We have words like with. When we say with, what are we talking about? With is used to denote an instrument. We use the word with, preposition with, to when we denote, we talk about the instrument. We are talking about an instrument. Then we have another word here, by. We use the word by for what? We use the word by to denote the agent. The agent. Now let's look at the sentences I have here for you. First, the child was playing with toys. The child was playing. The child was playing with. The child was playing with. With what? With toys. Let's look at another sentence. The tree was cut with. The tree was cut with an axe. So, what is the instrument used here? With toys, with eggs. Now, let's look at the agent. When you say buy, you're talking about what agent? Okay. The girl was punished by her father. Who punished? Father. The girl was punished. The girl was punished by her father. By her father. By her father. Another example. The farmer was killed. The farmer was killed by the snake. Was killed by a snake. By a snake. So, which is the agent? By is used when there is an agent. That is, punished by father, killed by a snake. So, with is used instrument. What instrument is he playing with? Toys. What did they cut the tree with? Axe. So, in this exercise, the positions in and into, with and by. When you talk about rest, then you use in. When you talk about motion, things in motion, you use into. When you talk about the instrument with the people they have used in the sentence, then you use with. The agent by which the action took place, then you use the by. I sat in my room. He is in his room. She is in the class. Motion, showing you rest. Now, this is showing rest. Now, movement, motion. The frog jumped, showing motion. So, we use into the river. He fell, again motion, into the well. He jumped into the pond. We're talking about the instruments used here. The child was playing with toys. The tree was cut with an axe. Agent, what agent used here? The girl was punished by her father. The farmer was killed by a snake. So when this, by using the word as you go along, you will master the prepositions.